Right, I need you to unmute.
Okay. My name is Lance Consino, and I'm Justice of the Peace here in Precinct 4. We are here for evictions this morning, and I will be swearing everyone in who will be speaking to me. We'll be dealing with a couple of several continued cases, and then, of course, our new cases that were scheduled for today. We are operating under a slightly different situation from last week. The change is that rental relief window has closed, and so there can be no more applications for rental relief. Those cases that are in process will continue on, and so we will continue to hear cases that have been continued for those individuals seeking rental relief, both landlords and tenants. But as far as any new cases going into rental relief, that window is closed. Okay, then I'll need to swear everyone in this morning, and we'll begin by raising your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I do. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Everybody would go ahead and mute. Judge, the first one up will be the 0190, Sean Vincent versus Lisa Mendoza.
Let's see here. Okay. Okay. 190 is the last three. And who is representing Sean Vincent? Mr. Vincent is being represented by who?
Hang on, I thought he was here. Sean Vincent? I had him checked off, Judge. I may have missed that one somewhere.
Okay, no problem. We'll just see. We may come back to that if he got knocked off or something.
Go down to the next one. GBT Property Management is here and the defendants aren't. 191.
Okay, 191. And GBT Property Management. Who is representing GBT?
Me, Whitley Oliver.
Okay, Miss Oliver and Jessica, you are seeking to evict Jessica Prado and Manuel Perez. They have chosen not to appear this morning. On what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
We are wanting of course, the back rent of the property and possession of the property back and all court costs and fees.
Okay. I am not showing a monthly amount of rent. What is the monthly amount?
It's $787.50.
$787.50. Okay. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
As of today, we are looking at $1,500.
1,500. Okay. And that is back rent alone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The eviction is granted. The judgment will be for $1,500 plus court costs. The bond is set at 1 month's rent, $787.50. And I am signing that today, November 9th, 2021.
Ready.
Okay. Do we have any further business, Ms. Oliver?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye now.
All right, Judge, first of all, Mr. Hutchison, I need you to leave your deal muted until you're called.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I think, Judge, the resets that you did, I don't think we have defendants here for any of them. So you can start off with 180 and 181. Maria Alba's here for them.
Okay. Let's see, 180, and that is,
JDL Investments versus Lateran Lewis.
yes, and who is representing JLD Investments?
Mireya Alba.
Ms. Alba, okay. Yes, Ms. Alba, we continued this 180 Lateran Lewis from last
Yes,
week.
sir.
And how do you want to proceed with this?
We would like to ask for another continuance. We got approval of their funds, so we just want to wait to either dismiss or go through with the eviction until payment is received.
Okay, I can give you one more 1 week, 6-day continuance, and if you receive notice of this in between this week and next week, if you'll let us know, then we can go ahead and dismiss and thus keep our docket down.
Understandable. Understood. Would you like that to be on the 16th or the 15th for reschedule?
That is on next Tuesday, which is
Next Tuesday, it's the 16th.
16th, yes.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, then we continue that case. And the second case that I have is Legend Germany.
Yes, sir. Payment was made. So we will be moved to dismiss this case, please.
Okay. Good, I'm glad that worked out.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. And then do we have one more case?
Yes, Your Honor, we do.
So-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, Miss Alba, what was your other case?
0183 versus Thalassa Speed. Rosebell, Korea, I'm representing Roselle, Korea.
Yeah, that one, I'm sorry, we got the defendants here on that one. We'll have to hope.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Judge, go back. The other continued is 0172.
Okay.
Allie.
Allie,
Here, Allie, somebody.
Allie and Aaron LLC versus Aisha Mallory.
You have somebody here
Yes.
representing Allie and
Yes, I'm representing Allie and Aaron.
Allie and Aaron, okay. And
Yes.
yes, we continued this case from last week. And how do you want to proceed on this case today?
I would like to receive judgment and October rent. I've not received any payments yet. And I'd like to ask if we can amend November rent as well. The rent is at $1,100.
The monthly rent is $1,100. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And nothing was done in the meantime?
No.
Okay. Then you are seeking to evict Aisha Mallory for back rent in what amount? Back rent?
For October and November, the total would be $2,200.
Okay, 2,200. And bond for appeal is set at $1,100. This is, Aisha Mallory has not appeared today, so this is a default. The judgment is for possession and $2,200 plus court costs. Bond for appeal is set at $1,100. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021.
Thank you.
Do we have any further business this morning?
No,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay, Judge, the next one will be 0194. Mary Mitchell is here for Lubbock Branch Water. And Mary Mitchell didn't answer.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Lubbock Branch Water. Who is representing Lubbock Branch Water?
Gary Mitchell, Your Honor.
Gary Mitchell, okay. And Mr. Mitchell, you are seeking to evict Mary Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mary has chosen not to appear today. On what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
Fair to pay rent through the month of October in the amount of $780.
The monthly amount of rent is $780,
Yes, sir.
and you are seeking in judgment $780?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm granting the default judgment for eviction. Judgment is for possession and $780 plus court costs. Bond is set at $780. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021. Mr. Mitchell, do we have anything further this morning?
That's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
The next one will be 195. City Property Management versus Antavia Manahan.
Okay. Citywide Property Management. And who is representing Citywide?
Your Honor, Kendall Lemire.
Ms. Lemire. Let's see, you are seeking to evict Antavia Manahan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and on what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
Past due rent and possession of the property.
Okay. Ms. Manahan has not appeared this morning. I'm not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly rent?
Hers is $14.95.
$14.95.
Yes, sir.
And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
Her total as of today is $3,726.52.
$3,752. And
$3,726.
I'm sorry, say that again.
$3,726.52.
26 and 52 cents. Okay. Through that. 52 cents. Okay. $3,726.52.
Yes, sir.
And that is back rent alone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Manahan has chosen not to appear today, and so I am granting a default eviction. Judgment is for possession and $3,726.52 plus the court costs. Bond for appeal is set at 1 month's rent, $1,495. Do we have anything further this morning?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge, I had one that wasn't on my printed list, so I'm not sure where you have it. It's 0192.
Okay, I saw that one.
Sorry, I skipped over because I had to write it at the bottom of my sheet.
Cecil Hutchison.
Yes, sir.
And you are seeking to evict Kenna Ainsworth.
Correct.
And Miss Ainsworth has chosen not to appear today. I am not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly rent?
$650.
$650.
Yes, sir.
And on what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
Non-payment for October and November and possession.
And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
$1,300.
$1,300. The eviction is granted. The judgment is for possession and $1,300 plus court costs. Bond for appeal is set at $650. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021.
Excellent. Thank you.
Do we have anything further this morning?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, Judge, let's go to 0198 Somerset Apartments. Oh, wait a minute. She's got another case with a defendant. Let's go to 0203. John Salt, Deal Mobile Home Park versus David Espinoza and Amberstown.
0203.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a 023. I skipped from 022 to 024. Let's see, someplace else here.
Your Honor, I have the case 0204.
I have 203.
Everybody, just keep a powder dry for a minute. He just doesn't, the judge doesn't have the case 0203 on his desk. Hang on.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I think I got one more with no defendant. If you want to do it, I'll find out what the deal is with the.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's do that.
That's 0205.
0205. Oh, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. I was hoping we didn't have another one. Okay, there we go. 0205, and that's Bentwood Apartments versus Patrick Torres.
Yes, Your Honor, I am handling that case today.
Okay, and you are representing Bentwood?
Yes,
Hold on just a moment.
Yes,
It's 02 3. 023 is, it goes from 02 to 04, so it's 0203. Okay. Let's see, ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm skipped a beat there. Let's see, and your name is?
Sonia.
Sonia, okay, Sonia. You are seeking to evict Patrick Torres.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Torres has not appeared today. What is the monthly amount of rent?
$750.
$750. And on what grounds are you seeking the eviction this morning?
Unpaid rent and possession.
And the amount of unpaid rent that you are seeking?
$1,176.
$1,176. And that is back rent alone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The eviction is granted by default. The judgment is for possession and $1,176 plus court costs. Bond for appeal is set at $750. And I have signed that today, 11/9/2021. Do we have anything further this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a 0204 Lubbock Crossroads versus Alexis Flores in Ryland.
Okay. And has she appeared this morning? Is she here this morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We got Rylan Flores on the line.
Okay. Then are we prepared to go to this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to that one until we get to, the only one we got with no defendant will be 203.
Okay. So this is 0204 Lubbock Crossroads versus Alexis Flores and Ryland Flores.
Yes.
And let's see. Lubbock Crossroads is seeking to evict Alexis and Ryland Flores on what grounds?
Unpaid rent,
I'm not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly rent?
$695.
$695. And how much in back rent are you seeking?
$1,798.
$1,798. Okay. And Alexis Flores, are you there?
Alexis is not here. She does not live in the state of Texas any longer.
I see. Who is representing her?
I am her mom. I'm here for Rylan as well.
You're here for Rylan, okay. Are these two sisters?
Yes.
I see. And do they owe the back rent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is anything going on with this case? Has there been any rental relief sought or anything like that?
No,
On
sir.
my-
I didn't know if she would be eligible because Alexis was on the lease as well. So nothing has been done.
I see, okay. The rental relief window has now closed. And so
Right.
we are going to proceed with the eviction.
Yes.
The judgment will be for possession of the property and $1,798 in back rent plus the court costs.
Will she get her possessions back or how does that work?
She will have, she has a 5-day right to appeal. So during that time frame, she can get her things out of the residence. And but everything must be out or it will be stacked up outside after the 6th day.
Okay.
Okay. So the eviction is granted, and as I mentioned, the judgment is for the $1,798. Bond for appeal is set at $695.
And I don't have to appeal it in order to get their stuff, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
And that is signed today, November 9th, 2021. Thank you. You may be dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Constable.
Okay, Judge, did you ever get 203?
Yes, I have 203 now.
Gonna knock that one out. It's
Okay.
no defendant.
John Salter, New Deal MHC versus David Espinoza and Amber Stout.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Salter, you are seeking to evict David Espinoza and Amber Stout.
Yes, sir. Please bear with me. This is my first one in 3 years, so.
I see. Have David and Amber, have they made an appearance today? It appears that they have not. Okay. Mr. Salter, I am not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is that?
Well, in October, it was $250 a month. It went to $300 this month in November because of an unsigned lease. Once their lease terminates, they're on month to month, so it goes up to $300 a month. This is actually a lot rental.
Oh, this is a lot rental. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I see that now. Lot 16. Okay. And
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
okay. So the monthly rent, the current monthly rent is $300.
$300 for November and $250 for last month.
And you are seeking to evict them on the grounds of non-payment?
Non-payment of rent and lease violations of unkept lot and home. I sent some documentation in. I don't know if you received it. I sent several pictures in of the way their lot was and the way their home was. In fact, I had to hire somebody to clean the lot and board the house up because I mean, it was in such disarray that it was a safety and health violation. In fact, the chief of police also sent them a citation.
I see. Okay. The eviction is granted by default. And the amount of the judgment is for $550 plus the court costs. Bond for appeal is set at the 1-month rent amount of $300. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021.
Yes, sir. So now they own the home. So the home will have to be moved from the premises.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have anything further this morning?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. Thank you, Constable.
Okay, Judge, we can go back to the top of the list. I believe the next one would be 183. The rest of them, we have both parties here.
Okay. This is Rosbel Correa versus Talalasa Speed.
Yes, sir.
Talasa Speed. Okay. And Mr. Rosbel Correa.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, and Rosbel Correa is being represented by Miss Alba?
Yes, Your Honor.
I see, okay. And Miss, is it a Mr. or Mrs. Rosbel?
Rosbel Korea, I'm Mr.
Mr., okay. Mr. Correa is seeking to evict Talasa Speed. And on
Yes,
what grounds is this eviction being sought?
For past due rent and possession.
Past due rent and possession. Okay. I'm not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly rent?
$700.
700 even.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how much in back rent alone is being sought?
In back rent would be for September and October, and we'd like to amend November for a total of $2,100.
Okay. So you are seeking $2,100 in back rent. Okay. Miss Talasa, are you there?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you owe the back rent?
Yes, sir. I have put in an application with the Community Development of Lubbock for the rental assistance, and I gave that to them as well.
Okay. Then I will ask Ms. Alba, representing Mr. Correa, are you aware of this, that she has been seeking rental relief?
Let me take a look at her notes. I'm sorry, I only looked at the Texas Rent Relief website. I completely forgot to contact Community Development to confirm. But let me look at her account and see if we have any notes regarding an application.
Okay.
Yes, so it looks like that was on October 7th. Yes, Your Honor. So I do see that she did inform us that on October 7th.
Okay. And how do you want to proceed with this case?
Can we go ahead and move for the eviction? I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it.
Would you like to stay the case for a period of time? Would you like to continue the case?
The 30 days for the, I'm trying to think of what the name of it is.
We can stay it for up to 60 days. Let me caution you one thing on that, and that is that we do not send any notices on that. You must contact us. It will be dismissed automatically in 60 days if you have not contacted us. But it will be available for eviction up to the 60 days. So if that's what you want to do, is to continue it, then of course, everything will become confidential at this point, and we will wait for the plaintiff to contact us.
Okay, I'm trying to think of, I'm sorry, excuse me, my mind just went blank. The program that if they get the continuance, then it goes to the next step for payment to be, to kind of put their application at the top of the list with community development.
Yes, that the rental relief programs are still being pursued, even though no new applications can be made. And so, yes, it can, you as the landlord can notify the rental relief authorities that that this eviction is stayed currently, but needs to move ahead.
Okay, let's just go ahead and do a 7-day continuance then, for next week, so that way I can get with community development and see where the application's at.
Okay, then we will continue this case for 6 days, which will put it to next Tuesday.
Thank you.
Okay, then you will be back next Tuesday to either proceed with the case or to dismiss.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Mrs. Speed is on the line. Do you need to instruct her on anything?
Oh, I forgot about that. Miss Speed. Miss Speed was on the line. Forgot about that. Yes, Miss Speed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The case has been continued, and so you will need to appear back here in 7 days on the 7th day, 6 days from today, which would be next Tuesday. And
Okay.
and I would urge you to do everything that you can to make sure that the rental authorities are aware of the urgency involved here in getting this done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is continued until next Tuesday then.
What time would that be, at 9 as well?
Yes, same time.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next would be 189, R&M Property versus Priscilla Castillo and Gilbert Perez.
Okay, and who is representing RN Rental?
Got him on the line here.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, tell me your name.
Lynn Childers. I'm representing RNN Properties.
Okay, Ms. Childers. And RNN Rental Property is seeking to evict Priscilla Castillo and Gilbert Perez. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on what grounds are you seeking the eviction?
Past due rent.
Past due rent. I'm not showing a monthly amount. How much is the monthly rent?
$975.
$975. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
Up to this month is $51.50.
$5,150.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and has Miss Castillo or Mr. Perez, are they on the line? Hello?
I'm not sure.
I have Priscilla Castillo on the line.
Priscilla? Priscilla Castillo, are you there?
Yeah, there, you need to unmute Ms. Castillo.
Hello, Ms.
We can see video, Judge. We're not getting audio.
Okay. Ms. Castillo, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Did you hear the allegation here that you owe $5,150 in back rent?
Yes, sir.
And do you owe that back rent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you sought rental relief?
Yes, sir. I actually did on September 25th.
On September 25th?
Yes. I had to turn in paperwork.
I'm sorry, what? You
I
have,
said, it's in processing right now.
okay, I see. And let's see. I'm sorry, who was it that was representing R&N Rental?
Lynn Childers.
Lynn Childers, okay. Are you aware that rental relief has been sought by Ms.?
We have went through it. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead.
We went through it one time and it was turned down, and then they've been going through this again since, like she said, September. And if possible, we'd like to proceed with eviction and possession of the property.
Okay, that is your option to proceed with the eviction at this point. So you want to go ahead and proceed with the eviction based on the back rent owed of $5,150. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you do not want to wait to see if rental relief will come through.
No, sir, because we've been waiting since August, and this is the second time, so we'd prefer just to move forward with the eviction process.
Okay. Then I am.
Your Honor.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
The reason it was denied the first time, it was for an incomplete lease that they gave me. I needed all pages to the lease.
Need all pages to the link.
So I didn't have, I didn't have a complete lease agreement, and it was missing pages. So that's the reason I was denied the first time. So I had to reapply again.
Okay.
And we provided the lease agreement to the Texas Rent Relief on the first application.
Was it complete?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. It wasn't complete.
And what evidence do you have, Ms. Castillo, that it was not complete?
I have, well, I spoke to the representative on the phone, and she's the one that advised me. And on the website where you have to turn in the status of what was missing, it was missing information. And when I spoke to the representative, she also said they had turned in an application, but it was an incomplete application also. The lease agreement, it was incomplete. So the landlord just sent me last week, Sunday sent me a lease to turn in to the rent relief program.
Okay.
Anytime that I've ever spoke with the Texas Rent Relief, Your Honor, they always said it was stuff on Ms. Castillo's behalf that was missing. It wasn't anything on our behalf. They said they had everything they needed from us.
Okay. Based on testimony from the two parties, I am going ahead and granting the eviction for the possession of the property, and the judgment will be for $5,150. Bond for appeal is set at 1 month's rent, $975. And I am signing that today, November 9th, 2021.
Your Honor, may I ask, at this point, this is our first time going through this. Do they have 5 days to vacate the property, or how does that work?
Yes, they have 5-day right to appeal, and so they have 5 days to leave the property.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Bond for appeal is set at $975, and this case is signed November 9th, 2021. Thank you, and both parties may be dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The next one would be 19196. MRG versus Diane Salas and Yolanda Garcia. Diane Salas is on the line.
196, okay. And, this is MRG Meridian versus Diane Salas and Yolanda Garcia. And who is representing MRG Meridian?
Desiree Thomas.
Oh, Desiree. Okay, I see you there.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
And Ms. Thomas, on what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
For non-payment of rent.
Non-payment of rent. I am not showing a monthly amount of rent. What is the monthly amount of rent?
$750.
$750. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
$1,834.35.
1,000, say that again, $1,834.35. $34.35. Okay. And Ms. Salas, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Do you?
I received the.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you owe the back rent of $834.35?
I don't believe I owe for September. And the reason is because, okay, I had applied for assistance. I'm a home health worker, so I'm steadily in clients' homes, and I had got my hours reduced because some of the clients didn't want the providers coming in because of the COVID going on. So that reduced my hours at the time. So I applied for assistance the first time through the community development. So they paid for my May through September rent. So when I got these papers served, it said I owed for September, October, or they were suing me for October, September. So I contacted the community development, and I'm like, y'all did make payment for September, right? And they're like, yeah. So they had me come. So I would tell them what was going on. So they said, well, come pick up the rental lease deal where the Meridian Park signed and I signed. So it shows that my rent should have been paid from May through September. When I contacted the apartment, because they said contact the apartment, let them know. I contacted the apartment. I'm like, September is supposed to be paid. Oh, due the payment they gave out through the community development. She told me that they applied late fees first, but they didn't. Whenever the application was signed through the Meridian Park, they didn't ask for late fees. On the first program, the first assistance I applied for was May through September. They only asked for $200 late fee for the month of June. So they didn't ask for the other ones, and they said because they weren't due at the time, but they took out from the payment that was given of the $3,796.61. They took out late fees for each month. even though it was the payments for the rent only. So then so I didn't think I owed September. So I was like, then some other personal stuff happened where I was going through a divorce and child support case. And my husband ended up taking my car because he got served with child support papers. So at that time, I didn't have a car. So he came and got it. But anyways, this is too much. But he came and got my car, so I had no car for work.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I had to save to get a car to go to work because I was getting rides. So I applied for assistance again due to they told me, go ahead and apply again. So I thought September was covered through the first application. So I got served with this for September, October. In the meantime, I applied for assistance.
Ms. Solis, have you applied again?
Yes, I had applied in September because I thought September's was covered. So I was going through the COVID deal again because I got sick at work from speaking in the client's home. So I applied. I applied in September. They signed for October, November, December. So I was October, September, October is what I applied for. They signed the paperwork the second time. So I was waiting for payment. So when I got the eviction, I already had this application back in September 24th, I think, when they received it. So then I got the eviction. So I was kind of confused because I did not know that the apartment complex told me there was a lift on the COVID, whatever, that they weren't extending it out, that they were granted evictions. So I have a daughter, she's 13. She has severe asthma, and my mom lives with me. She's 71. We have nowhere to go. So I contacted community development, and they were like, I told them about the eviction. So they're like, contact your rental property and let them know that we're in the process. We got to go through the process. So I contacted them, and they were like, well, we need payment. And I'm like, well, they weren't willing to wait. So I guess the community development called them. They sent them something to sign where I wouldn't get evicted and they would wait for payment, but I guess they chose not to wait for payment.
Okay.
So I received a letter. From community development actually yesterday stating that they declined the program.
That the landlord has declined the program.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so it wasn't that we denied the program. They were asking that we would stop the eviction, and from corporate letting us know we could not.
Well, the letter that I have, and I think they said they sent it to you to state that they denied the program. It says, property manager chose not to participate in the program. Property management will not complete the necessary documents to complete the rent assistance application.
And that is correct. It was requesting that we would cease and stop all eviction processes, and we could not do that.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, that is your prerogative. And I see no reason not to grant the eviction, possession of the property. The judgment is for $1,834.35 plus the court costs. Bond for appeal is set at $750.
Okay, so you're saying you denied you approved the eviction?
Yes, the eviction is granted, and the judgment is for $1,834.35. Bond for appeal is set at $750, and you must leave the premises.
even though they're willing to pay the October, November, December, but they're not willing to wait for us because we have nowhere to go. We don't have anywhere to go.
Sorry sorry for your situation. It is not anything that the court can deal with.
And I can't even, like, I have how many days from today? Is it from today?
Yes, you have, must be out by the 6th day or have filed an appeal.
The 6 days from today.
6 days from today. That's correct.
Okay, and then there's no way to like grant me a longer extension to find me somewhere to rent.
No, ma'am, it is not possible for the court to extend that.
Diana, if you'll call us, we can try to work something out with you as far as like getting your things up.
Okay. You mean, what do you mean, getting my things out?
Ma'am, you can visit afterwards, and I appreciate the offer from Meridian to work with you on that. Thank you both. You may be dismissed.
Oh, Judge.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
We have one more.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go to that one now.
Okay.
And that is MRG.
Another one, 197 with no defendant.
No defendant. Okay, so
Yeah,
this,
I held her off because she had that one.
right. Okay. MRG Meridian versus Maricela Harris.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Ms. Thomas, you are seeking to evict Ms. Harris on what grounds?
Non-payment of rent?
Non-payment of rent. And Ms. Harris has not appeared this morning. I'm not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly amount of rent?
$750.
$750. Okay. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
$2,617.55.
2,000, how much?
$617.55.
55 cents. $2,617.55.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The eviction is granted by default. Bond for appeal is set at $750. The judgment is for possession and $2,617.55 plus court costs. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anything further with you this morning?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next couple of cases, the Jill Haynes representing the plaintiffs. The first one she has is 198 with no defendant.
Okay, 198 Somerset.
Actually, sir, that's not me. That's Dana at Location Rentals. I'm 0199. I think Dana Brown is the 198.
No, Dan, I'm 0208.
I'm 0199.
Okay, that is Location Rentals versus Micah Mata.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yeah, it says Micah Mata, but Micah Villarreal is on the line. The last name may be different.
okay, so Let's see, again, let's see, it's Jill Haynes representing
Reynolds.
Location Rentals, and you are seeking to evict Micah Leanne Mata?
Yes, sir.
And is there a difference in names here? Is someone appearing for Miss Mata?
I'm
No,
not
sir. I was not married when I first initially signed lease, so that's why it's under Mata.
I see, I see,
Yes.
okay. Then Miss Haynes, on what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
We are seeking eviction as holdover.
As a holdover, okay. What is the monthly amount of rent?
$950.
$950. And are you seeking any back rent?
Yes, sir. For $3,000. $3,853.
Okay. And on the on your petition, you asked for back rent in addition to because of the holdover?
Holdover.
I'm sorry, say that
Yes.
again. You did,
Yes, sir.
you did ask for a holdover and for back rent.
Yes, sir. We've got for the holdover and for the back rent, holdover for the eviction for October 10th.
I see. And tell me the amount of back rent alone that you are seeking?
$3,853.
$3,853. Okay. And Miss Villarreal, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you owe the $3,853?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you sought rental relief?
I have before. I believe it's still in the process.
Okay. Have you been in touch with the landlords about this?
I believe they should have gotten notice. I haven't talked to Jill directly.
Then, Ms. Haynes, I will ask, do you want to proceed with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The eviction is granted. Judgment is for possession and $3,853 plus court costs. Bond for appeal is set at $950. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Do we have anything further with location rentals?
No, sir.
Okay, then you may be dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have anybody here for Somerset Apartments? Okay. We'll go on to Minix property versus Krista Creed. Row 200.
Okay. Minix property versus Krista Creed. And who is representing a Minix property?
Carrie,
Carrie.
Mary.
I'm sorry, Mary. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, there I see. Okay, Mary. Mary, you are seeking to evict Krista Beth Creed on what grounds?
For a non-payment of rent.
Non-payment of rent. Okay. I am not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly rent?
It is $1,150.
$1,150.
No, sir, it's
Hold
not.
on. Sorry, wrong one. Monthly rent is $999.
$999. Okay. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
1998. We want to go ahead and amend for November.
$1,998. Okay. Miss Creed, do you owe the back rent?
I do owe for October and November as well. I applied for Texas rent relief back in September, and I let Mary know that, and I hadn't heard anything from them. So I applied again towards the end of October, and I haven't heard anything back yet. But I have applied for Texas rent relief.
The first time, did you have an account number or any reference number?
I have an email saying it was submitted.
Okay. And nothing since then.
I hadn't heard anything, so I filed again at the end of October. Because I knew things were getting close to me being evicted and stuff. And so I filed again, and I haven't heard anything back yet.
Okay, then I will go back to Mary at Minix and ask, do you want to proceed with the eviction?
Yes, I don't show anything on my end as far as rent assistance, and I did express that to the tenant, but didn't have very good luck getting into contact with the tenant.
And you have not heard anything from Texas Rental?
No, I don't even show, I mean, the application, like I have her previous, but there's not anything on my end that I can see that.
I applied October 28th is the second time that I applied. The first one was September 25th.
Okay.
And I do have another apartment because Minix and I had conversed about situations that had happened. I do have another apartment I have been approved for, but I won't be able to move in till somewhere close to the 1st. So I would just ask if there's any possibility that they could be lenient with me until the 1st. I will be out by then.
The court cannot do that. However, you can visit with Minix Property about that. I see no legal reason to not proceed with the eviction. The eviction is granted. The judgment is for $1,998, and bond for appeal is set at 1 month's rent, $999. And I have signed that today, November 9th, 2021. Thank you, and you may be dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have Miller LBB Holdings? Scott Miller?
Yes, Scott Miller here.
Okay. Mr. Miller, you are seeking to evict Daniel Jara?
Hey. Yes.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
And Mr. Jara, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Mr. Miller, on what grounds are you seeking this eviction?
Unpaid rent.
Unpaid rent, okay. I am showing not showing a monthly amount of rent. How much is the monthly amount of rent?
$225.
$225.
Is a lot rent.
That's the lot rent, okay. And how much in back rent alone are you seeking?
With no late fees, $3,475.
$3,475 in back rent alone. And
This month.
Mr. Jara, do you owe the back rent?
No, sir, I don't believe so.
And why is it that you don't?
Because I just barely met the guy, maybe in September, I believe, when he issued me some paper saying that he bought the property, that land that I have my mobile home on. And I had no contracts at that stating that way.
Had you been paying rent on that property?
Yes, sir, to Connect Groves.
To the previous owner?
That's correct.
And how much had you been paying?
I've been paying $225, and then in September he came with me. I don't know if you do recall, back in September 28th when we had a court, the first court, he was evicted me. He didn't show. He wrote down it was $200 a month. Now he's changing everything around. I just need to know what is his idea of changing the fees and everything. And then it says $3,900 on this other paper. It's just all over the board over here, so I don't know.
Okay. And Mr. Miller, is this a new purchase? What's the situation?
Yes, sir. So September 1st, Miller LBV Holdings purchased 4 lots in Lafayette Estates from Kenner Groves Trust. Karen Cox was the acting agent, and we purchased the lots with the leases and the past due amounts. This being the one property with past due rents due on it.
And I'm looking at a ledger statement here. That shows payment through, is that through May of, no, through yes, through May of 2021 through, it looks like maybe through June of 2021. Is that correct or not?
Payment was received by Karen Cox for $225. The last payment she received was May 2020.
May of 2020. 225, okay. And that's what is on her ledger, is that this is her ledger then, is that correct?
Yes, this is.
Okay. And Mr. Jara, are you contesting that you paid rent after May of 2020?
Yes, sir. I paid her cash several times she comes, and then another thing, she's never produces receipts. I have receipts where I paid her online. I never got any receipts from her. And then when I paid Scott Miller his $350, I never got a receipt from him also. But I did give Scott Miller some money. He says I didn't, but I did. And I never have received a receipt.
Okay, I'm showing, showing that you made a deposit of $350. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. That's when he came to me saying that, look, this is what you do, this is what you owe, this is what this, we're not gonna do that. I want you to give me $500 and I want you to pay my rent is $200 a month for the lot space. That's what he told me. So I came up with $350. My wife had COVID, she could not work, she's on oxygen right now. And Mr. Jackson can verify that he saw her. The thing is, I tried to explain it to Scott Miller, and he texted me saying, you need to quit playing games with me. I need my money. And I said, well, I told you that my situation, I'll get you the other $350. It's going to take some time. And he got mad, and he went to there, and he filed for eviction that first time in September 28th. And now he missed court. Now he missed the court date, so he redid it for today. So now, but the thing is, I'm already moving out. My mobile home, I acquired some land on the street. I'm already moving out of there, and I don't think I own that money. He didn't want to. And Karen Cox, she didn't want to sign a new lease agreement. She just kept it month to month. And we tried to make another lease agreement. She didn't want to. And he came to me saying he wanted to make a lease agreement. I said, no, I'm just moving out. I'm just done with y'all.
Do you have evidence of these cash payments since May of 2020? That would be a year, almost a year and a half now, a year and 5 months, I think.
No, because the fact that she didn't ever produce any receipts.
Did you keep
any? I gave it.
Do you do not have any records of this then?
No, sir. Just like I don't have no records of Scott Miller's.
The only thing that I'm showing is that there was a balance of $4,075, which of course included the $25 of late fees each month. And that $350 was taken off, that is shown as a deposit that you paid on 9/27 this year. Is that that's the $350? Yes.
Is that to Scott Miller or Karen Groves? You see how this is all confusing?
It's simply showing a deposit of $350, and I do not know who that was paid to, but it was
$350.
It was taken off the amount.
The $350 was not. It was for. He told me this came to the house and told me, to my house, not the property where I have my mobile home for rent. He came to my house stating that he wanted $500 and then plus $200 for rent, which came up to $700. I gave him $350, like I told him I had a situation. He said it's fine with it. So when I gave him $300, I had to go to his bank and deposit into his account, which he didn't have time to come over here and get the money and produce a receipt to me. So I had to do all that for him, his job for him. And I don't understand where he comes out and says I owe him $3,900 and something dollars. So I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I paid Karen Groves her money since 2010. We were there, and now it escalated to this. I have to do what's going on, and I'm left in the dark. But anyway, I don't believe I owe him that money. I'll pay him for his $50 for October, and then his $200 for November if he likes. But since he's evicted me, I'll just go ahead and leave. And I think it's like to move a mobile home, I think it's 30 days for eviction.
Yes. So Mr. Miller, the missed payments were owed to the previous owner. Is that correct?
Yes,
And so in your purchase agreement, all past due rents were included in that.
yes, including leases, past due amounts and leases.
All leases were transferred over.
Yes.
But I didn't receive no paperwork saying that that was the case or anything like that, Your Honor.
I came to Mr. Yara and stated that we needed to clear up the past due rents and get a new lease on the property. I brought a 12-month lease, and he said that he couldn't sign a 12-month lease, that he would only sign a 1-month lease. I got another lease and brought it by. At that point, he stated that he would have to read it over and get back with me. And to this point, we still do not have a signed lease.
And that
Does you-
that offer of the signed lease, was it made with
That
the,
was-
with the provision? Hold on just a moment. Was that made with the provision, Mr. Miller, that that the back rent be paid?
Yes, we had agreed upon a very generous amount of $700, a one-time payment, and that I would waive any other back rents, because he had stated that he had done some work and some cleanup on the property, and just to move the process forward, I agreed to a lesser amount, at which he continued to just stretch things on and over on the, and then finally make a payment of half the amount. At that point, I'd had enough of the deferrals and postponements.
So that $350 was half of the 700 that you had offered,
Yeah.
offered to him.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Your Honor, that is incorrect. He came to my house. He said, give me $500 less the $200 per month for the land, for the lot. I told him, okay. I said, I can't come up with the $700 right away. I explained to him my wife's situation. We just barely got over the COVID. My wife, like I said, she's on oxygen. He knows that, as well as your constable knows. I went over there and I told him. So I gave him $350. Like I said, I went to his bank. I deposited $350 into his account. And then he calls and texts me and tells me, what, are you trying to play games with me? I don't play games. So I'm going to go downtown and file eviction. I just left it at that. I said, you do what you got to do. I'll do what I got to do. That was in September.
Okay. And the $350 that you paid was half of the 700.
For the whole total, yeah. For the 500 was what you wanted for the other deal, and $200 for the
Right. The 500 plus the
lot.
200, which is 700. So you were paying
Yes.
half of the 700, but you could not
Yes,
pay
sir.
the other. But you could not pay the other.
And I explained to him clearly over the phone, and he was getting mad. As a matter of fact, I did try to pay the whole 700 at the time. I told him I was going to pay with a credit card. His bank did not accept credit cards at the time. And he goes, "What kind of guy would pay the rent with credit card?" I told him, "It doesn't matter as long as you get your money. If you want your money, you accept a credit card, would you not? That's any kind of business." He goes, "I don't understand." So he says he sent me a deal to pay with a credit card, but I never received the deal to pay with a credit card.
I see.
He's just escalating everything. He says I'm playing games. He's the one that's playing the games here. So that's why I'm moving my property off his land. And if he keeps coming around.
What I see is that an agreement was made, and that the agreement was not honored, and so I am granting the eviction, and the judgment will be for the $3,475.
How is that? There's no proof, Your Honor.
I have statements from him. I have no proof from you that any payments were made, however, but I do have statements from him. And so I do have evidence that he has presented that that is the case, that that is the amount of money.
Okay.
So the eviction is
So,
granted.
one question before you sign your agreement. The thing is, so it's gonna be 30 days from today, because I move that mobile home off that property?
Yes, sir. You must proceed on that very rapidly.
Yes, sir, no problem. And then to file for the petition on the 3,500 or whatever it was, I just gotta file in court for that again?
The judgment is for $3,475 plus the court costs.
Okay.
And bond for appeal is set at $225.
So even though he filed the paper previously saying I owe him 200 for the lot, now he changed it to 225. So which one are we going on?
Well, I am showing a monthly charge of that the monthly charge on the statement was $205. That was the $200 that you had on the lease agreement. And he gave me copies of the lease agreement, which says $225. So
right on the petition case, the one that says 0202, you can see where it says tenant's portion. He scratched it out, and it was 200. And now he put 225. And then on the other petition, the other case that was previously 0138, he had 200 and it was just $200. So he filed again and changed his mind about the rent. So we can do that. Is that possible?
I do not have any evidence to the contrary here. The only thing that I have shows that the rent due is $225. I do not show any scratch out marks on that. So I have nothing that shows anything different from that. So that is the judgment of the court. The eviction is granted $3,475 plus the court costs. Bond is set at $225.
And 30 days to get off the premises, correct?
That's correct.
I'll make that clarified.
That is correct.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
All right, just a second, Judge. I'll see where we are. I believe all we have left is the last case, 208, which is Dana Brown versus Colt Blair. They're both on the line.
Okay. This is AGS Industries versus Magla Blair. And who is representing AGS?
I am, Your Honor.
AJS, I'm sorry, AJS.
I am, Your Honor.
Dana Brown.
Yes, sir.
And AJS Industries is seeking to evict Magla Blair and Colt Blair.
Yes, Your Honor. I did receive an email on Friday from the rental assistants. I wanted to see if we can do a stay for 7 days to see if we in fact do collect that rent amount.
Okay, that is fine. I will grant that. We will be back in court next Tuesday. Both parties, defendants and plaintiffs, and we will see if anything will be proceeded on at that time or if we can dismiss this.
Okay, Your Honor, I did, and I may have misunderstood. Did you tell someone earlier if they did receive payment, they could call the court so that they would be removed from the docket?
Yes, you can call in and dismiss the case anytime prior to the day of court.
Okay, and then I have one more question. So will we use the same Zoom ID or will I be sent a new one?
I think you can use the same Zoom ID.
Okay.
You probably will need to be, you'll need to call in probably and check on that.
Okay, and
The
it will
Zoom
be.
ID, and Ms. Brown, the Zoom ID is
sir.
the same every week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same every week for this date and time.
Okay, so it'll be next Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, for the same day and time. All the Tuesday 9 o'clocks have the same Zoom ID.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome.
And if you want to dismiss before that, you'll need to do more than just call in. You'll actually need to send in writing.
Okay, perfect. Email works.
I think that will work with the clerk. You
Okay.
can call and make sure on that.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks. You'll have a good day.
Mr. Blair's on the line. I don't think you spoke to
Okay.
him.
Mr. Blair, yes, and I mentioned that court is set again for 7 days. So you have 7 days.
Next Tuesday at 9.
Yes, next Tuesday at 9. 6 days from
Okay,
today.
that's fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you very much. Is that all then?
We got somebody that tuned in about 20 minutes ago. 068. Who's this?
It's Kenna Ainsworth.
Miss Ambler, were you on the call earlier?
No, I think I just joined about, it shows 10 minutes ago.
Do you have your case number?
Yes, sir. The meeting ID number or the case number? Where is the case number?
The case number. It'll be like J4-2021-CV and then a 4-digit number.
Okay, I'm looking. This is all new to me. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. Where is the case number? J4 2021 CV 0192.
Okay, yeah, we heard that case at 9:49. Court time was 9 o'clock.
Okay, it didn't say what time, I'm sorry, on here that I've seen. It just said Zoom meeting. So what do I do?
The citation you were served with had a date and a time on it.
Yeah, it just has the date for today. But it don't have a time.
I'm sorry, were you Keena Ainsworth?
Yes, sir.
No, the citation has a date and a time. And I point that out. I don't know if I served you in person or not, but I point that out to the folks that I served.
I think you served me in person and you showed me a date, but I'm sorry, I still am not, I guess I'm overlooking it. I don't know. I'm trying to find the date or in the time. Anyway, so I mean, I guess since I missed the meeting, now what do I do? What do I have to do?
Well, the eviction was granted.
It was granted? Okay, well, even if I was approved for rent assistance, because they approved me, I got the email, they just accepted it back because there was something wrong with the budget, and then they were going to issue it again once the budget was fixed on the case.
I recommend you contact Mr. Hutchinson because what an eviction is him to have the right to take possession of the property and to remove you from the property if necessary. So if you got money, talk to him and take it up from there.
Okay, even if I haven't received it yet, and just see how all that goes.
Yeah, what I'm saying is he was granted an eviction. He's got the right to remove you from the property at this point. If you want to keep that from happening, you got to take it up with him.
Okay, so then what are my rights as a renter? I don't have any now since he's been granted the eviction.
Well, man, that's legal advice. I can't get into that. I can't really answer that question.
Okay, and another, okay, all right, well, I'll get a hold of him and, yeah, I guess, okay, thanks, sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying that the eviction was, yeah, the meeting was at 9 o'clock. We heard that case at 9:49 and the eviction was granted. So you'll be, I don't know if you get a judgment in the mail or what, but if you from the court, you can contact the court and get that copy of that judgment. But, yeah, that's all we can do on it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, we're done, Judge.
Okay.
I don't, what it,
I have